Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Zoho Report. Today is the 3rd of March 2026, and this is episode 6, where we continue to bring you the latest updates from across the Zoho ecosystem. This update seems to have flown a bit under the radar, but Zoho Projects now has its own version of client scripts, called CodeX Scripts. If you're familiar with client scripts in Zoho CRM, you're going to feel right at home. CodeX scripts are written in JavaScript, giving you a whole new level of control over how your project data behaves. So what can you actually do with them? Well, you can validate user inputs and actions before they're saved, integrate with external systems, and retrieve or update data within projects, all triggered by user interactions in real time. This is a big deal for teams who want to enforce data quality or automate logic without waiting for back-end workflow to kick in. Next up is a really handy improvement to the Zoho CRM Sandbox. Previously, testing emails was a bit of a blind spot. You'd set up your workflows and you'd essentially have to deploy to production just to confirm that they were actually firing correctly and didn't have any issues. Now, the Sandbox has its own email outbox. Every email triggered during your testing is captured in one place, organized by category and sending mode, and for each one you can see the subject line, what triggered it, and the record it originated from. This makes it so much easier to catch problems like missing fields, workflow condition errors, or formatting issues before deploying to production. This next one is a small and welcomed update. Zoho Forms now lets you enable and disable rules without deleting them. Previously, if you needed to temporarily switch off a rule, your options weren't great. You'd either had to delete the rule entirely and lose all of your configuration, or you'd have to go in and manually tweak the conditions just to stop it from triggering. Now you can simply toggle a rule off, leave everything intact, and switch it back on whenever you need it. So if you're working with complex forms that have lots of conditional logic, this makes testing, troubleshooting, and seasonal changes to your form a whole lot less painful. Zoho Desk has introduced the ability to control how precisely the Answerbot matches queries to your knowledge base articles. It uses 3 threshold levels: exact, which is your high accuracy option, and the bot is looking for articles that closely match the question being asked. Great for when precision really matters. Confident sits in the middle. This bot is now going to interpret the query and find closely related articles, even if the wording doesn't exactly match. And finally, possible, which is the lowest and it casts the widest net. Useful for loosely phrased questions where you want a bit more of a broader coverage. This is particularly handy during your initial setup, and if the Answerbot is feeling like it's coming up short on some responses, dialing the threshold down to confident or possible can go a long way improving the coverage and overall quality of the answers your customers receive. And that wraps up episode 6 of the Zoho Report. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to catch the next episode.